And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we got a new thermal visor with by infiltrating the space pirate base there. And in today's episode, we are going to continue going on through Phendrana Drifts to hopefully get another ability. If you guys remember this door right here, you come over here, it says this door has no power. A nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. Okay, so we've seen this door before. We have to use our newly acquired thermal visor to get this thing. But unfortunately, I can't lock onto this and I cannot attack this. There's something else blocking the way, and you have to get this. So they make sure that you have this in order to do so. This cordite structure is worn and weathered. Scans indicate the presence of a power conduit behind the statue. Okay, so now we need to use super missiles. So practically, at this point in the game, you cannot miss super missile at this point. Otherwise, you can't go on. Wrong visor. There we go. Let's switch over to wave beam. Power up the door. There we go. Now the door is all powered. Let's make sure that we have enough stuff because I need it. I need it. Let's go ahead and kill these pulse bombers here. Now they're only going to take like 2 wave beam shots to kill. Go ahead and kill these things. Make sure that we are fully replenished on everything. Yes, we are. So now let's go ahead and go through here. Now this tunnel right here, be careful. There are pulse bombers bombing the place. So if you want to get through it just fine, just use boost ball to avoid the pulse bombers bombing the place anyways. But anyways, we are inside the quarantine cave. Now, there's something in here. Let's just jump down and visit this. And this is our second boss. This is Thardus. Let's go ahead and scan him right off the bat. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology: Thardus, an animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. The phazon radiation gives off by Thardus negates auto-targeting system, preventing lock-on. It may be possible to acquire alternate targets with a different visor. The chaotic nature of phazon irradiation leads to the instability of the structural integrity. Thardus can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. So now, practically this gigantic rock creature, he's going to try to freeze us, but unfortunately we have no way of targeting him. So we have to go into thermal visor and find his weak point, which will be highlighted like so. Be careful whenever you do... Whenever those rock projectiles he shoots, whenever he shoots those and you shoot it, your thermal visor will be overheated. And once you do enough damage to his weak point, it'll automatically overheat and it'll force you to get out of that visor and go back in here. Whenever he rolls into a ball like this, you want to use boost ball to get into like a nook and cranny over here, so that way Thardus doesn't roll you over. But as soon as you get to that, switch over to your power beam whenever you expose his weak point and super missile it. That'll do damage to him. That's really how you do the damage. And you just repeat the process. You go back into thermal visor, get into morph ball whenever he does that. He's still going to hit you because it takes a little bit of time to get into morph ball. But whenever he's rolling around, he'd be rolling. Whenever he be rolling, you need to get out of the way. So practically we need to shoot his weak point using the wave beam here. Thermal visor is overloaded, so let's go ahead and switch back and out of the ice there. Switch over here. We're gonna get back in. Ow! See, look, it just yeah, we can get in a morph ball, but it's better than getting hit like once or twice. And now you really get him stuck like that. I've never had him stuck. Is he really stuck? Okay, I was gonna say. He's really stuck like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and super missile it. Yeah, I knew for a fact I was gonna miss there. Let's get over here. Now super missile. There we go. So let's go ahead and switch over to thermal. This boss is really not that difficult. The first time playing, it really can be difficult. You will be taking a lot of damage if you don't know what to do. But since I played this like a zillion times, it's really not that big of a deal nowadays. Thardus is really not that difficult. Let's get out of the way here before he rocks our world, quite literally. Okay, so there we go. Switch over here. We're gonna super missile his arm. As soon as we get out of the way here. Where's his weak point? There it is. There we go, got him. Got it blowing up on him. But anyways, as soon as he's about like a quarter of his health, he starts spazzing like this. You want to stay away from him, because he'll start emitting this electrical energy away. And not only that, whenever he does this, he changes the climate of the room. So as soon as he does this, it'll be really foggy and snowy. So you have to go into thermal visor, so you can't really see him. Except whenever he like gets really up into your face like that. Now this boss fight can get really tedious after a while, because it is practically a really long boss fight. So go ahead. You can also super missile it, but I do not like to waste that many missiles, because you're already spending too many missiles on him already. So just be careful whenever you try to do so, because yeah, it's really nice to use super missiles. It like one-shots them, but as you guys can see, it's really easy to mess up, and you just wasted 5 missiles. Let's go ahead and just shoot it the old-fashioned way here. Go away, rocks! Ow! Come on, chip away at his health. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and switch back over here, and his big old head is his next weak point. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so you can still hit him whenever he's in ball form, whenever he's rolling around, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and grab his weak point there with the lock on. Keep shooting it until, there we go. So now let's go ahead. That one's going to be really easy to hit because, well, it's big old rock on his head. There we go. I even got him in ball form. So let's go ahead and switch back over here. And then we got another. Let's get back out of here. Ow. See, like, whenever he rolls around, he's, like, rolling right in front of me. But I can see why they want you to go into boost ball, because if you go over here in the corner, he will not hit you. So that's a plus there. Let's go ahead and shoot his head. Okay, come on, Thardus. There we go. So now, jump. Get out of the ice way. Shoot the missile. There we go. So now he's practically got a quarter health left. Now he's going to start throwing a fit again. He's going to change the climate back into practically what it was. But stand back away from him when he does this, because that does a lot of damage. You just want to stay away from him. You don't want to be around him whenever this happens. But there we go. Let's go ahead back into thermal visor. Don't hit me, please. Ow. I thought I could get away with it without going into morph ball form. Apparently not. Apparently not. I cannot. Let's go back here and shoot his body. We're not shooting every rock on his body, by the way. It seems like we're shooting all the rocks on his body, but it's really not. Let's go ahead and shoot. There we go. Now, super missile. That did like a third of the damage, but there we go. We have defeated Thardus. I love that. Just the little rock just dinging on Samus's helmet right there. It just hits her. It's just I thought that was really nice and nice and touching and really comic relief. But anyways, as soon as we kill Thardus, we get the ability Spider Ball. This is a new Morph Ball upgrade, which allows us to cling to certain material walls. So now we can, if we hold the right trigger when in Warfall, we can attach to spider ball tracks. So now we can actually kind of like venture our way through here. These are the spider ball tracks, and by the way, as soon as you get spider ball, scan the spider ball tracks for research data entry log. But now, whenever we get spider ball, we come up here and you push R, you cling to it, and you can actually venture through the majority of this cave by doing this. So we just be riding along on the tracks, on the spider ball tracks, over to the next little area over here, which is over here, and we drop down like so. So now we've defeated our second boss, Thardus. Actually, he would be like the third at this point. By all technicality, he's the third boss. But as soon as we get over here, let's avoid the pole spa moves. Come over here. And now we have another area we can go. But we can also go up here. Unfortunately, if we come up here, there's a white door in front of us. So we can't go through this way. But this elevator, if we come over and scan this, access to Magmore Cavern South granted. Please step in the hologram. Okay. So now we're going back into Magmore Caverns. So now we are going to, our next destination will be, I believe it's back at Koza Ruins, which we are going to get a certain upgrade there. But now we're back in Magmore. Now we're going to practically go into a different room, which is over here. Whoa. Watch out for the fire. Watch out for the fire, folks. Okay. Whoa. Almost got hit by the fire again. But in this room here, we are greeted with a bunch of flying pirates. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys here. Get them out of the way. You're pretty much still damaged from the Thardus fight, and you don't have many missiles. Try to avoid using missiles because, well, granted, I have plenty still, but you're going to be using a lot of super missiles during the... What? Did he come up here? I thought he was down there. Well, anyways, you get a lot of missiles back from beating Thardus, but I'd avoid using them. But anyways, in this room here, this is a special room here. Let's go ahead and scan this. This machine is functional, but is currently not receiving any power. 3 nearby power conduits must be energized for it to open. Blast of electrical energy will energize conduits. The conduits radiate some heat that is invisible to the normal spectrum. So, practically we need to find 3 conduits, which are right over here, at each end here. This is a magma cooling station, if that's what you're trying to figure out what this is. We're trying to cool the magma because there is a certain expansion that we're trying to get. But as soon as we activate that, the magma cools and it'll open over there. So now we need to go underground here to try to activate some magma cooling stations over here. So we need to go find that hole that it kind of told us about, wherever that hole went. Wherever that hole is, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these Triclops if I can try to. I'm gonna try to get rid of these Triclops because these guys do make it a little harder to try to get this, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to activate all 3 of the conduits in a certain time period. And yeah, we are timed, and I don't want to deal with the Triclops. But as soon as you come over here, scan this. It says access to East Chamber. Each channel door granted. Lava within channel has been cooled. Okay, so now it's kind of cooled the lava a little bit. So now we need to race over there to get over to that area. We are timed. You guys can probably hear the dinger. So we need to race over there to the east. Practically at this point, don't go down the path that has lava. Go down the path that has cooled lava, which is over here. Come over here. Let's go ahead and scan this over here. Access to North Channel door granted. Lava in that channel has been cooled. So now it's cooled the north end here. So now we need to go in there in a time limit. So now we have to just... Nope, wrong way. I want to go this way. Go this way here. And inside is an energy tank. As soon as you grab this energy tank, the timer will stop. So now we have another energy tank to our collection. So now let's go and return back to the way we came. It's over here. It's going the right way. I was going the right way. But now our next destination we want to go is over here. There are actually 2 doors. One does lead to a different area that we need a certain upgrade for later. But this enemy right here, this is a puddle spore. Practically, these are gigantic platforms. If you shoot his mouth, he flips over and becomes a platform you can kind of get onto to advance a little bit. And I'm going to avoid those beetles because those guys are burrowers. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed by those guys. Those guys are annoying. So let's go ahead and get this puddle spore here and kind of use this, not fall in the lava. But you can only attack it whenever its mouth is open. And as soon as you attack it, it flips over. So now we can kind of just advance our way. Now this room right here, the geothermal core, we're going to be coming back into that room later because there is an upgrade in here. We're not going to get it yet though because, well, we don't have the material to do so. I love this, by the way. If you shoot that stalactite, it will fall on top of that magmor. It actually kind of happens a couple times already. And especially in this room right over here, I do believe. You come over here and let's blast these over and kill these puffers while they're over there in that general vicinity. I don't want to deal with them. Let's go ahead and get rid of those guys. Hello, magmor. Get you out of the way here. These guys take a lot of hits, by the way. In case you haven't realized. I think a super missile will kill them, but I don't want to waste that many missiles. Let's go ahead and go into Morph Ball over here. Advance over here. And there's another stalactite right here we can drop on this magmor's head. And fall. I love that. That is so funny. Ow. That's what I get for thinking someone's misfortune is funny. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over here. Go this way. And now we're on the other end of another elevator that we went to. We couldn't advance any further because there were spider ball tracks in the way. Well, now that we have spider ball, we can actually come out on that other side with it. So now, as soon as we come down here, fall down this hole here, open this door here, and we are back into the elevator room. If I can get my butt into the door, we can actually go back to Talon 4. We're actually going to go back to kind of take a little side trip back to Koza Ruins, because that's the next area we need to go. But we're going to stop by the ship. That way I can restock and everything. And properly in this episode, because I am running kind of a little bit too much of an episode right now. So we're going to go and travel our way back to the ship here. And I thought I killed that guy, but I guess I didn't. Go ahead and kill these zoomers out of the way. Now we're going to climb our way back all the way up here. I'm not going to completely ignore those beetles, because those guys are just be like, hey, Samus, you want to play? You want to play? No? Okay, maybe next time. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump up this way. Kill that zoomer there. Go through this door. Kill this plant. Get him out of the way. I don't like those bloodsuckers. Those guys do a lot of damage. I don't know if I really mentioned that. If you go and mess with them, they'll really do a lot of damage to you. And honestly, it's really annoying. You just want to kill those guys really quick. But anyways, let's open here and let's return to our ship. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the episode here. So in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime, we are going to head back to Koza Ruins and get another upgrade. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.